Speaking of football, though, how was your Super Bowl?
You know what? My team was at least in the Super Bowl.
I personally love cement mixers.
I watched your face when you took that, and I don't think that you love that.
They're delicious.
Dave is so funny because you'll be like, yeah, I have a New Year's resolution, but I'm not going to start it until February.
Good morning, Joelle. How we doing today?
Good morning, Dave. I'm so good. How are you?
Good. Are you excited?
I'm so excited
So
because today's the first day.
today's day number one
Day number one.
of,
Welcome to closing time.
yep, closing time. Me and Joelle have been talking about this for quite some time, and we decided it's time to start a podcast.
Here we are. It is our first day recording. We are super, super excited. This podcast is going to be really just Dave and I chit-chatting.
Chit-chatting.
We're going to talk about everything. Of course, we're going to talk about real estate, but we're going to talk about some other stuff as well.
Yes. Maybe we should start off. So we were going back and forth on names for the show, and a past client of me who happens to be Joelle's sister
My
came up with
sister.
the name for the show. And
It is going to be called Closing Time. We are super excited. We had some awesome suggestions for names, so it was really hard to pick one. We went back and forth from a couple different things, but we landed on Closing Time.
so I think it's great. We really wanted to use the song Closing Time. Joelle said she was going to hum it, but I don't think she's going to.
No. Correction. Dave said, you should hum it. And I said, I'm not doing that.
So yeah, welcome to our podcast. We're super excited.
Super excited. We can't wait to just get this rolling. We will have some guests along the way throughout all of our episodes, and we're hoping to have about 1 to 2 episodes a month. It's just going to be an awesome time, and we hope you enjoy it.
So, well, let's dive into it.
Let's dive into it.
So we did a rehearsal a few weeks ago, just Joelle and I in the office, and we laughed a lot. We're hoping we can hold up to that today. But, it is February, I'll say it, but we started talking initially about
Yeah.
New Year's resolutions.
New Year's resolutions. So what is your New Year's resolution?
Since it's February and it's just starting now, I'm going to lose some weight like I do every year about this time.
Dave is so funny because you'll be like, yeah, I have a New Year's resolution, but I'm not going to start it until February. Get through shit.
Yeah, it's not that easy though.
So your New Year's resolution is to lose some weight.
Yep, it always is. And if you know me well, my weight kind of fluctuates all the time, but still in the military. So yeah, I still have to run and do push-ups, sit-ups, and kind of I have to be in shape. That sounded terrible. I hope none of my leaders are listening to this. Or I hope
Yeah,
they
that-
are.
No, I love that. That's a great New Year's resolution. So what are you doing to do that?
Well, have you ever heard of the program 75 Hard?
Heard of it, but I don't really know. What are the parameters? What does it mean?
Well, it's hard.
What?
And I failed this program, which I'm going to say numerous times. I've made it up to 60 days. Why in the world did I quit at 60 days? I had
It's only
15 days.
15 days left.
Don't get me started. I've beat myself up about it. But so I'm starting that over again. I'm just starting brand new over again. Just it was a long weekend this weekend. And so it's time to get rolling again. But you got to work out twice a day. And that's probably the hardest part.
Oh, wow.
Obviously for 75 days, you got to read self-help, something that's going to teach you something, at least 10 pages a day, drink a gallon of water.
A gallon of water?
Gallon of water.
That seems like a lot.
Yeah. And I'm just starting today. So if
Gee.
I get up and use the restroom 5 times during the show, you'll understand why. And let's see here. You have to follow some sort of diet. I just watch my calories. And one of the hardest things for Dave Larson, no alcohol for 75 days.
So 2 workouts a day, reading some sort of, I don't know, self-help or
Book, just
productional
yes.
book.
I would
Productive,
say
guess.
nonfiction where you're teaching yourself
Okay,
something.
okay.
Yep.
Okay. Twice a day, though. That's a lot.
Yep. And they got to be 45 minutes. Oh, that's another killer part. One of them has to be outside.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, last year I was doing it about this time of year and the weather wasn't 60 degrees outside. So it made That might have been why I quit, actually.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Right now, it's been pretty nice out, so you get to just be outside. Can you walk? Can you, like,
Yeah,
wanna
that's
walk
usually
for
what
an
my
exercise?
outside workout is.
Just a walk?
Yep, I bundle up and just go for a 45-minute walk.
I mean, right now it's fine, but can you imagine doing that when it's, like, 3 degrees outside? You probably can not because 'cause you've probably done it.
I've done it, but still not fun.
Well, that's a good New Year's resolution.
Mhm, mhm. How about you?
So, I have actually never made a New Year's resolution, ever. Um, I don't know why. I just don't do them. Mainly because, like, I don't know, there's some crazy stat that's like 98% of New Year's resolutions,
Guilty.
they fail.
Guilty.
So I'm like, I feel like I'm setting myself up for failure because I just don't do it.
Right. I totally understand. I start numerous of them, a lot of them every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and shame on me, but this year.
Do most people do New Year's resolutions and have them go for the whole year? Or is it
It's a good question.
kind
Mine never go that long. I
the whole year?
I think half the reason I don't like to start them in January is because you go to the gym in January and there's a million people
It's a
in there.
million
But by
people.
February, no,
They're
it's just the
gone.
normal people.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So with New Year's resolutions, well, I guess I don't have a resolution per se, but I'm almost the opposite of you. I'm not trying to gain weight, but I am trying to, I guess, be a little bit more intentional with my time. So I used to be a 4:30 wake up every single day, get to the gym by 5 a.m. type of person. And that like really took a toll on my personal life, like friendships, family, my marriage, everything. So I'm actually taking a step back and going to the gym at more normal people times, like 6:30 a.m. And I get to wake up at like 6 instead of 4:30, which means I don't go to bed at 8 p.m.
What time do you go to bed now?
Usually like 9:30.
Ain't bad. You listen to all these health gurus, though, and they say what's more important than anything anymore?
Sleep.
It's sleep, getting your 8 hours, and I'm terrible about it sometimes.
You're terrible about it.
I know. I have days where I wake up at 3:30 in the morning, and I have a rule. If I lay there for longer than 30 minutes, I as well get up and be productive.
Get up and be productive. Do you do that though?
I really do. Well, either that or I scroll.
I was just gonna say, I think you're scrolling on your phone.
I do. I'm trying to work on it.
Maybe a little bit productive because maybe you're responding to messages or
Yeah, but people don't like getting texts at 3:30 in the morning either.
I tell people when I used to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, I would say, if you text me at 11 o'clock at night, I'm texting you at 4:30 in the morning. See if you like it.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I'm 46 years old, or 40, am I 46 or 47? I'm pretty sure I'm 46. But I get friends that'll still call me at like 12:30
Dave doesn't know how old he is.
because I'm old enough where it's just another year.
You're not in your 80s.
No, I just am forgetful
Just
on
forget.
my age.
Okay, so I want to go back to sleep for a second because I have to ask, when your alarm goes off in the morning, do you you you're already disappointed with what you think I'm gonna ask.
No, but go ahead.
When your alarm goes off in the morning, do you press snooze 1,000 times? More like 5 or 6. It's a bit dramatic, but do you press snooze or do you just get up right away?
I don't get out of bed right away, but I'm usually either up before my alarm, just screwing around on my phone. But there is somebody, and I'm looking straight at the camera here. My wife sets her alarm. Amy, I'm talking to you. She will hit snooze, especially when I'm sleeping and she has to get up before me. She'll hit snooze 6, 7 times. I'm like, are you kidding me? Stop, please. I love you, but stop, please.
My husband does not do that. Thank you, Jacob, for not doing that. That would drive me absolutely insane.
So let's transition a little bit into, because I feel like we need to talk about real estate just a hair.
I guess since we are realtors, we should talk about real estate.
Absolutely. So let's talk about, the weather's beautiful. Today is what, February 5th? No, March 5th.
Yeah, we're in March.
We are in March. March 5th, the weather's today supposed to be almost 55, 60 degrees today.
Yeah.
Are you seeing an uptick in sales right now?
Yeah, I think weather has a huge impact on the market in general, especially in South Dakota, where our weather is so different throughout the year. There's just not a ton of people, and I'm guilty too. Showing houses when it is super cold out is hard. I mean, not 2 months ago, I remember none of the lock boxes were opening. Absolutely none of them because it was so cold outside. You literally told me, so I was like, none of the lock boxes are working. And you said, I carry a lighter with me to just warm it up on the bottom and then it opens up.
It's one of those butane lighters that like shoot the flame out.
Yeah,
It works.
it works. So I'll remember that for next winter to bring a lighter with me because that is so hard. But um, it really does make a huge difference in our market. People are wanting to move. You kind of get that spring cleaning itch where you start decluttering your house, and then people realize maybe our house isn't working for us anymore. So, with the weather being this nice, I do feel that it has progressed our spring market or maybe brought it in a little bit earlier than it normally is.
I tell people, once the Super Bowl is over,
Yeah.
till the 4th of July, that's our busy season, at least in the Sioux Empire.
Yeah.
So, next show, just letting everybody know, we're gonna have Dawn Van Nieuwenhuizen on, one of the premier lenders in Sioux Falls. She's gonna talk a little bit about interest rates and what she's seeing, so that will be pretty fun to talk to her as well.
Super fun. I'm
Yes,
so excited.
absolutely.
So, have you seen that the spring market has really hit right now?
I'm gonna give you my sob story. January, guess how many contracts I wrote?
How many?
Not one. The big goose egg. I was concerned. I'm like, "What in the world is going on?" But I see my awesome team, and they were selling houses. I'm like, "Dave, you're talking to enough people. It's gonna happen." And then the month of February, I think I wrote, it doesn't matter. I wrote quite a few. And so we're back in business, and I've definitely seen a huge uptick. My wife and kids know Super Bowl to 4th of July, that's work time for Dave.
Busy season.
Yep.
Yeah. And I do feel like the busy season or what we feel is busy has a huge impact on the market in general when we talk about things like house prices.
Mhm.
Because the more people that are looking, the more competition. If you know anything about supply and demand, I'm a little bit of an econ nerd. So, supply and demand, the more people that want it, the more expensive it's going to be. So, prices also see a little bit of an increase during that busy season.
On the flip side, homes have came down a little bit compared to the last few years.
And a lot of that has to do with interest rates as well.
Agreed.
So, Don will be an awesome guest to have on our show to help kind of walk through what interest rates look like currently and how that impacts the market as well. But spring is already here. It feels like, anyways. What's the animal that they use to determine if it's
The groundhog.
The groundhog. I don't know why I couldn't remember that.
Punxsutawney Phil.
How do you say it?
I think it's Punxsutawney. Punxsutawney is where they like pull him out of the hole, and if he sees his shadow,
Punxsutawney?
that's the name of the town, and then the groundhog's name is Phil.
Oh,
Have you ever watched the movie Groundhog's Day with Bill Murray?
no.
You need to watch that tonight. I love that movie. I think it's hilarious.
Punxsutawney Phil. Okay. So Phil, whether I don't know what is it, if he sees his shadow, there's 6 more weeks of winter.
Here's a question. How the heck do they know if he sees his
Could
shadow?
bleep that out.
Yeah. I don't care if they don't. I sometimes have a potty mouth, so I'm doing my best, and I just said hell, and I didn't say anything worse than that.
I don't know. Do they just like put cameras all over and maybe groundhogs are scared of their
They
shadows?
look back at their shadow.
Okay, please let us know how this actually works because we have no idea.
We have no idea. That kind of brings into another part of our show. If you have ideas for guests, I've got a few things up my sleeve that Joelle doesn't even know about. Some just fun things we're going to do on the show.
Pray for me.
I would pray for her because they might be uncomfortable. It's going to be funny. Nothing weird or...
Might get weird, but not a weird. Just like funny weird.
I don't know what that means, but okay. Yeah.
So the thing about Dave and I is that we could sit here and probably talk for 3 hours, but there would be no direction. It would just be
No. And imagine if we had a couple cocktails with us.
That's a great idea for the next show.
You know where that goes sometimes.
How long Dave's doing 75 hard? We can't have any cocktails.
No.
We'd have some
That will
mocktails.
be the reward. I
Oh.
finish 75 hard, and then we'll try a new alcohol that neither of us have tried before. Have you ever heard of Merlot?
No.
Look that up when you get
No, whenever you suggest a drink, I don't know if I want it.
this. You don't,
Remember
and I've never had it either.
at our Christmas party, you not made, but you encouraged people to take a drink called something about cement.
Cement mixers.
Cement
I
mixer.
personally love cement mixers.
I watched your face when you took that, and I don't think that you love that.
They're delicious. Okay,
You
we're
were-
getting off tangent here. We said we weren't going to talk about.
Anyways, we're talking about Phil, the groundhog.
Yep.
And somebody who's watching our show is going to explain how this all works. But I do know that they did say 6 more weeks of winter, but I think that was a lie. Unless we have a second winter coming, which could happen.
Where is Punxsutawney? Somewhere on the East Coast, I think. But here's the thing. Where are those 6 more weeks of winter? If you've noticed, there's been huge storms around the country, and we've kind of lucked out.
That's true.
Mhm.
So that's one thing that's super interesting about Sioux Falls in general is we're kind of in a pocket.
I would-
So in a lot of ways. So with weather, but also with the real estate market, going back to this a little bit, that when there's a lot going on everywhere else in the world or just in the States, we are a little bit immune to all of that.
I would
Don't
agree.
see as much of a hit as a lot of other places, which is interesting.
Oh, I'm going to brag about our community.
Yeah.
The Sioux Empire is a great community. It's been in the top. I don't know this quote for sure, but like fastest, nicest growing cities in the U.S. I don't know what numbers, but for like the last 10 years, it's been like that. People like Sioux Falls and all of our surrounding communities. So I think that has a
Yeah.
lot to do with it as well.
Well, both you and I are born and raised in this area.
Yep.
And we've chosen to stay here because it is an awesome community. We obviously love it. We're encouraging other people to buy homes and to settle in here because it really is just a good place.
Yeah.
I feel
And-
that.
You know, granted, Sioux Falls doesn't have professional sports teams, but we kind of have minor league teams. I would say minus other bigger cities, that's really the only thing we don't have.
So there was that big announcement that the mayor made not that long ago.
Yes.
There was so much hype around it of what it's going to be, and I was so pumped about it. I was like, oh my goodness, what if we had a major sports team? And I know that's a little bit far-fetched dreaming, but it wasn't that, and I was a little sad.
It'd still be a neat district.
Yeah.
And Smithfield employs tons of people. I think
Yeah,
it's a
it's gonna
good
be
company
awesome.
to have in Sioux Falls, but for them to get a new facility,
Yeah, it's
my
great.
dad worked at John Morrell 50 years ago, and the building was old then. So for them to get a new place and revitalize that area of Sioux Falls, I think is going to be a fantastic thing.
Yeah, it's awesome. I think it's going to be amazing.
There was no way we were getting a sports team, by the way. Didn't we look that up? And the smallest town that has a sports team, and I don't even like to say the name.
It's
out
actually
loud.
way smaller than Sioux Falls, though.
Yeah, I'm not going to say their name. You can say it.
Are we allowed to?
What?
Green Bay. Wasn't it Green Bay?
It was Green Bay.
Yeah, it was Green Bay. It's a pretty small town or city, whatever you want to call it. And they have a major league sports team. I mean, major league. That's pretty big. So I don't think it's absolutely out of pocket to say that Sioux Falls could have one. It's just, it would be a lot of money to build a stadium, a lot of tax dollars going there. I don't know how it would all work, but it would be so cool. So fun.
Speaking of football, though, how was your Super Bowl?
You know what? My team was at least in the Super Bowl.
Vikings are never going to be there in my lifetime, so I can't say anything.
So I am a diehard Patriots fan. And I get so much grief from everybody. I've been a Patriots fan since I was really, really little. So I'm not a bandwagon, promise. You know what? We went through, and everybody's going to say, you didn't have enough years of hardship or a bad team. But we had like 3 years of being bad. I think that's plenty. And then we were back in the Super Bowl. So
Well, congrats, I guess. Just bought my dad a shirt. This 6 years ago, just purple and yellow, just says just one before I die,
Just one before I die. And you're a Vikings fan,
unfortunately.
unfortunately. So, how about Sam Darnold?
I don't wanna talk about it. Although I'm gonna tell you a story. My son, I'm gonna give him a little bit of props here, which both my kids deserve tons of props. But I told him 2 years ago, he's a Vikings fan. I said, "Bud, I don't blame you if you wanna switch teams." And as somber as he could be, he looks at me and says, "Dad, I've watched you sit with Grandpa Greg since I've been born and deal with it. I can't let you do that alone." It about made me cry.
That's actually so sweet.
It was, and, like, that means so much to me, you have no idea.
What a good kid.
Yeah.
You've raised some great kids. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
I don't have anybody I know that's a Patriots fan, so I'm all alone.
I know a couple people, but yeah, it is what it is.
My husband is a big Broncos fan,
Mm.
so that was fun for them to play in the AFC Championship this year. Hopefully, this coming year, we're gonna get to go to a game in Foxborough.
That would be awesome.
So much fun. So
That would be awesome.
fingers crossed on that.
You know, we're hitting our time pretty well. We've
Yeah.
just been chatting. Aha, again, I think we should talk about what's to come a little bit more
Yeah.
and kinda work on our outro here, and we're just shooting from the hip here, ladies and gentlemen, so, yeah.
First episode. I hope you guys have thoroughly enjoyed just Dave and I being goofy, making fun of each other, having a good time, talking about real estate, talking about life. We have a lot of things to talk about.
Mhm. We do. And again, where can you find us? First of all, we're gonna put out or not advertisements, but posts on all of our social media. The biggest place I think you're gonna be able to find it is on YouTube.
Yes.
My YouTube channel's running pretty well. Joelle's working on hers, so you're gonna be able to find it on both. But please tune in. We hope to get on Apple Podcasts soon. We're learning some things right now too. But just bear with us, but we had to start somewhere, so here we be.
And we want to know what you guys want us to talk about.
Mhm.
We have our list of things that we want to talk about. This was an awesome example of the random thoughts that we have between us two that we just want to yap about. I feel like we're two old ladies just sitting here yapping.
Well, gee, thanks. But it's fair. It's
Uh,
fair.
Yeah, if there's something you guys are like, well, we want your opinion on books or movies, whatever it is.
Or what's trending in real estate. We are real estate people, so I kind of feel bad. Like, we talked about real estate a little
did.
bit, and there's gonna be more, especially with some of our guests we bring on.
Absolutely.
There's going to be more.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We're going to have so much fun with our guests. I think that's going to be one of the most fun parts about this is bringing in people who are in our circle that we work with a lot, that you guys get to know a little bit more. That's going to be super fun.
another thing that I'm gonna make sure we do once we get releasing these on time is like talk about events that are coming up and everything just happening in and around the Sioux Empire.
Yes, so please stay tuned. It's going to be a really good time.
Do I do my outro that I do all the time here? These guys that are gonna edit the video can do what they want, but thanks and make it a great day. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on our inaugural podcast. And
Next time on our next episode, please join us with Don Van Nieuwenhuizen from Plains Commerce. It's going to be an awesome time. Thanks for listening in.
all right, everybody, have a good day.